Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is my thoughts and feelings on episode 4 and 5 of Nancy Drew. So, that Nancy Drew episode was really good. If I'm missing things, I watched it last night. I was too tired to record this, so yeah. But that was really good. I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of my favorite episodes, just because you see Ryan and Carson start to kind of work together. You also see Carson kind of say, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. So I thought that was nice. You also see George kind of be like, the next oldest sibling next to me to start taking responsibility, because I'm gonna die in a day, and, you know, whatever. But they did, like, kind of try to catch the monster. It didn't work, my dude. I think one of my favorite parts of I'm sorry, this is completely all over the place, but you clicked on my video. Anyways, one of my favorite parts about this episode was when Ryan and Carson kind of said, I don't think Nancy's okay. It's like, okay, Carson's like, be honest and ask her, because she's not going to talk to me. So you need to be honest and tell her some truth, and then maybe she'll open up. So then that's what he did, and he helped figure something out. And Nancy kind of said, cool, great. Well, I got to work on this, so now leave. And Ryan goes to the car and texts Carson, yeah, something's up with Nancy. At the end of the episode, when they were trying to catch the Glaika, I was just sitting there waiting for Carson or Ryan to come out in the woods, be like, what the fuck have you guys gotten yourselves into? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought Bess and Elizabeth, I think her name is, broke up. Kind of thought they did. Apparently they didn't. But, you know, Beth is like, I'm not gonna give her hope about this relationship because I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna do that. So, she was supposed to meet Elizabeth's parents, but she didn't, because she didn't want to give false hope. Nancy, at this point, is the only one that kind of has at least a shred of hope left. I think maybe Ace does too, but I think Nancy's kind of... Sorry, my alarm went off. But I think at the end of the episode, I think Nancy kind of lost that last bit of hope she had. She maybe has a tiny, tiny shred, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to show through. I think right now, Ace is probably the only person that does have hope. And I think that's just because, I don't know. But I think in the next episode, Carson and Ryan are gonna see what the kids got themselves into and try to help. And I want a scene between Nancy and Carson of like, hey, you know, this sweet moment of a goodbye, but it's not really like a goodbye, but she doesn't say goodbye. And then Carson, you know, calls or texts Ryan and be like, yeah, she just said goodbye in her own way. We need to figure this out. I mean, that whole episode, the boys, Carson and Ryan, were trying to get stuff out of Ace because he knew something, and they were trying to get it out of him. They didn't. I'm serious, they didn't. But I do think that it's gonna be interesting to see if they do die, and if they don't, how they stop the Glaika. But anyways, I know I didn't go very much into detail with this episode, but I have to get to class, plus that kind of wraps it up. I did it really quickly. Great on me. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts and feelings on Nancy Drew, and here we go into next week. Okay, review for Nancy Drew, episode 5. I really liked it. It was one of the better episodes. Yeah. So we kind of see Carson, first off, they kind of figure out a way to hurt the Glaika. So yeah, they kind of did that. and they all got in this big fight. Sorry, my sister's walking around. They all got in this big fight, and kind of Nancy kind of storms off and goes to the history place thing where we see Carson and what's his face? Carson and yeah, some guy. I can't think of his name right now. Just like basically following Nancy. And Nancy kind of came over like, hey, what the fuck, bruh? But she did. They kind of thumping. They kind of did help her, so kind of cool. So we find out why he's hacked into the federal agency and why he was trying to work for the cops is because he might have a sibling in witness protection, which I hope we do more of that and it's not something we skim over. But they defeated the Glica. They're living their life. But George did kind of die a little, and Nancy got something to kind of bring her back, I guess. But with that, she did kind of release all hell on their town. But yeah, it kind of makes sense because George was the only one that had the blood bucket in season 1 that happened, and everyone else didn't. So her being the one that got hurt and kind of died makes sense. Also, there was a lot of tension, and I think we're gonna see a lot more of that, of a lot more tension between the group. We've been seeing it a lot, and I think we're gonna go into that a lot more, and I kind of like it because it's always been this, oh, we didn't like each other, but here's a mystery, let's all work together. So I'm kind of excited for that. It's gonna be cool. Yeah. I do wonder if Nancy's ever gonna tell Ryan, that's his name, if Nancy's ever gonna tell Ryan or Carson, like, I almost died, so, yeah. Once again, Carson, one of Nancy's dads, gave her an idea of how to figure out the mystery. I mean, last episode we got Ryan giving her something, and this episode we got Carson. So it's just, it's a fun time. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. I don't have a lot to say, but it was a really good episode. It was well made. Yeah, so hope you guys liked it. Tell me your thoughts down below. And what do you guys want to see on this channel and in Nancy's room coming to forward days? That was worded very weirdly. Make sure to follow all my social medias down below. Anyways, peace out.